to use crystals for different ailments. So today we're going to be looking at migraines and headaches and how I would use crystals to help relieve the pain that's caused by having a headache. So the crystals I would use, I've got in front of me here, I've got some amethyst. And if you can see that, so that's a geode of amethyst. I've got a tumblestone of amethyst as well, a smaller one. I've got some jade. Some lapis lazuli. Got a piece of sugilite here as well. It looks a little bit like amethyst, but it's smaller. It's the same colour. And I've got some citrine. And I've also got a citrine, but also in a geode. And the way I use the crystals for treating headaches, so I do get a lot of headaches, and it's due to I have a problem with my neck, so it pinches the nerves in the back of my neck, and it does give me really bad headaches. So a lot of time I wear this headband where I've got a lapis lazuli, which is the blue one that I showed you, this one, and a piece of amethyst, like that. And I tie them into my headband, and what this allows is that I can then wear my headband at any time of the day, and it's near to the location of the pain. And that's what we're trying to do with the crystals. We're trying to get them as close to the pain as possible. So normally with my headaches, they're either one-sided or the kind of gather in the middle. It is associated with your brow chakra, which is just in between your eyebrows. And what we can do is, if it's so bad that you need to go and lay down, you can pop a crystal just on that brow chakra. So if you imagine I'm lying down, I'd place the lapis lazuli just on that area, and I'd just lay on my pillow, so I'm laying on my back, and I just allow that crystal to just sit on my brow chakra. Normally they fall off when they're finished, so it normally takes probably about 15-20 minutes. You'll notice that the crystal will fall off. That's normally means that they're done and they've done their job. Another good ones for putting on your brow chakra are the amethyst. Now with amethyst I get this kind of like drawing sensation, which can be quite unpleasant to start with. If that happens and you put the amethyst on your brow chakra and it just feels too much for you, just take it off, leave it off a little bit, place it back on, and just keep persevering, and they'll be able to stand it there for longer. And you will really feel, as I said, this kind of drawing sensation where the pain's coming out of your head and into that crystal. It's really important when working with migraines and headaches that you cleanse your crystals afterwards. If you imagine that all that pain is going into the crystal, it's being drawn, you don't want then next time you go to use that crystal for it to hold on to the energy. So always make sure that you're cleaning and cleansing your crystals. Another good one to work with your brow chakra is the sugilite, which is a small one. Again, I'd just pop it on my brow chakra or in a headband. The headbands are really good because you can then use it any time of the day, and you can have it with you whatever you're doing. Sleeping with crystals, I always put them underneath my pillow. So if I've got a bad headache or a bad migraine, I will keep crystals underneath my pillow so that they're working when I'm asleep. Depending on what kind of headache you got, as I mentioned, I get ones that are associated with my neck muscles. So what I do there is I'm also wanting to not only treat the migraine but also treat the muscle pain as well, and for that I use the jade. And again, I would tie it, because my pain is normally right at the back of my head. I would tie the jade into my headband and just have it at the point of pain, the contact of where the pain is, and I'd keep that jade there as long as possible. And again, it can go underneath your pillow. If the pain's a little bit further down and you can't tie it in, or if you can't wear it as a necklace, you can use micropore tape. I have known to strap crystals all over me using micropore tape, just to try and get it as close to that area as possible. With my migraines I normally get nausea, so it makes me feel quite sick sometimes, and that's when your citrine comes in. Again, the tumblestones are good for popping in your pocket or using it with the microportate, where the geodes are better when you're just laid down and you can put the geodes straight on top of you. So with the citrine, I would just put it just on your, it's associated with the solar plexus, which is where, so your ribs come up at a point here and your solar plexus is just there. So I would leave the citrine on there, and it really does just help with that nausea. It gets rid of that sickness feeling, and that, yeah, that's really good. So anything to do with digestion, your solar plexus, is citrine that I use all the time. Migraines and headaches. Again, amethyst to be used on your brow chakra, lapis lazuli also to be used on your brow chakra. Jade is for any muscular problems you might have in your neck or your shoulders that might be causing headaches. Citrine is for the nausea, and the sugilite is also to be used on your brow chakra. Any of these crystals can be used underneath your pillow as well, and the tumblestones, which are the ones that are polished, are really good to be used either sewn into your clothing or used for microtaping onto the skin or wrapping into headbands like mine. The geodes are the good ones for just having laid on top of you, or you can even put them next to your bed or where you spend the most amount of time. So thank you so much for listening to this short video, and I just want to let you know that I have got workshops coming up, crystal workshops, so if you are interested in knowing more about crystals, or if you've got any questions about crystals, do let me know. My website is www.sarahwatsonholistictherapist.com. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.